Ladies and gentlemen, we're in for a good one today. Our guest is one of Nigeria's most talented and versatile actor, known for bringing unforgettable characters to life with his charisma, depth, and incredible screen presence, which you would agree with me. He's made his mark across Nollywood, from drama and comedy to those roles that leave you taking long after the credit rolls, you know. Let's make a welcome to the show, the one, the only, Uzor Arukwe. Great to have you on the show.
Thank you so much, man. I'm so excited to be here, man. It's a great studio. Thank you.
Fun fact, we've been trying to invite Mr. Uzor since his AMVCA win, like he has been booked. I'm like, what's going on?
Well, I mean, a man has got to work, so yeah. It's been crazy, but I thank God for everything. Yeah.
Talking about it being crazy, so after his speech on stage, apparently people have been disturbing him that, why will you just give us that half-baked speech during your AMVCA win? So he went back to do another speech.
Yeah.
And if you check his Instagram post, I think we have the video here.
Yeah.
So he did a whole speech. If you see the pages, I'm like, what's going on? What was that about?
So my team and I decided that because I was really excited on during the AMVCAs, I know because you have just 1 minute and you can't really say a lot. So my team, my manager was like, we have to give credit to everybody who has helped your journey till thus far, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, yeah, why not? So we put it together, came up with a script, and tried to just make sure that we mentioned as many people. Of course, there were still people who were offended, who somehow they slipped my memory. But I tried to mention as many people, thank them as as much as possible, basically. But yeah.
Because when I saw that script, it looked like Santa Claus list for gifts.
It was so long.
It was so long, so many pages.
Yeah, but I had to thank everybody so, as much as I could.
Talking about being thankful, let's just take a quick run through your journey.
Yeah.
You started 10 years as corporate.
Yeah. Yeah.
You went back to your love, because as a teenager,
Yeah.
you loved acting, you did stage plays and all of that.
Yeah.
And then you had to go corporate 9 to 5,
Yeah.
at least for daily bread.
Yes.
And then finally your breakthrough role in 2014, and then from there you decided to quit your job, and now here you are. You've given us great movies.
Thank you.
Your dexterity showed in A Tribe Called Judah to Love in Every Word.
Love in
Odogu
Every Word,
Parara. So take us through all those roles, how you switch roles, and how you've been able to stay true to yourself.
First off, I love the job. I'm so passionate. I've always been passionate about this job. And it was, at some point, I mean, it started off being a hobby, but it has always been, I was very serious about it. I knew that I could make a living from it. So I started off, I've always been acting, even before I became a teenager. I started acting, say, about 11, 12. And I was very serious about it. My parents thought I was crazy. I started singing and dancing as well. Kept getting trainings. I got trained by some of the best people in the National Theatre at the time, graduates of theatre arts from LASU, from Unilag, different universities. And that's how I got my own training. I kept training as a stage actor till I started performing properly. So yeah, so I love the job. And there is the work that has to go into performance. You have to do the background check. You have to know who this person is. You have to feel the person. You have to look for bits of yourself that you can marry to this person. So it's more, it's a human being. It's not just a performance. You can now feel the person. You ask all the questions, even the questions that are not on the script. Yeah. You create the backstories, the who, what's, whys, everything that makes you understand this person, even if it's not written in the script. And then you try to own it. I feel like the best form of acting, or I always say that I've learned that there are two types of acting. It's either it's believable or it's unbelievable or non-believable, So yeah, it's, I just try to make sure that all the characters are believable and people don't get to realize that you're performing. Because the moment people can tell that you're acting, that's bad acting in itself. And then, some people always talk about overacting, but there's also underacting. Where some people you've learned that, stillness, you want to give a little, so that it's not too ambiguous and all that. But it can fall flat of that mark where it just feels real to people. So you just have to try and find a balance.
There's a very thin line between all of that.
Yeah.
Talking about finding the balance, after Loving Every Word came out,
Yeah.
everywhere you go, you hear Odogu Parara. And I remember in one of your movies, you were Goze, an overprotective brother.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
you were in Sergeant Tutu.
Yeah,
you were also
yeah.
a chief in another movie.
Yeah.
You were.
I've played all
You've
sorts.
played all sorts.
Yeah.
Which of the roles was special to you? Because I remember during one interview, you spoke about the role in Criminal.
Yes, in Criminal, yes.
So which one has been special to you, and which role has actually been close to your true character?
So truth is, professionally, what I try to do is I find myself, bits of myself in every character. That way because it's this body I have and my memory. So there is always a thought that goes on in your mind, and there's the imaginative part where you also have to say, oh, you know, what if I was a killer? How would I react? How cold would I be? You know, so those questions are, you know, these are things that I love to do. You know, just find a space or a place for this character. And yeah, I just try to make sure that he's very believable. I mean, all the films, all the characters that I've performed, I mean, they're all special. Criminal, his name was Uzor as well. So I feel like that was something for me, because playing a character that bears your real name, you know, it was very special for me. And Kimbode in Colors of Fire was quite interesting, especially because he was a Yoruba character. I've been playing Yoruba characters for the longest, but Odogu Parara came and took off, and a lot of people just thought, oh, he's so good with the Igbo thing. You know, they forget that actually my first AMVC nomination was from size 12, and it was a Yoruba character. So yeah, you know, so I just try to, I understand the assignment, I understand who this person is, and I try to just tailor something that would stand out, you know, get nuances that, and you will learn from, I learned from actors, I learned from watching actors, you know, good and bad acting. So you learn what not to do, you learn what to do, look for more reactions, more, you know, how to get into a particular zone. So yeah, it's the work, it's what makes it exciting for me.
Papa, don't go die.
You can stop this with it. And like, why people say, I know how much I beg for you to start this war. You know what can spoil the work for me, put me inside trouble.
But sorry about that now, no face. Go, are they doing sweet dream?
See, so they talk when they make me vex. No.
Tutu, I am an officer of the law. Solving cases like this is what I do for you.
I'm here wondering, I'm like, this is Uzor. Everybody's talking about Uzor, and Uzor has so many achievements. Apart from winning the AMDCA and being invited by Netflix in 2020.
I've gone like twice or three times. No.
That was the first time.
Yeah, that was the first time.
So what has been your biggest achievement or your best moment being an actor? And what has been the most challenging?
I would say it was one of the highest points for me was the Beverly Hills Cop release, and the remake of Beverly Hills Cop. That I had to go to Beverly Hills. I stayed in Beverly Hills Hotel. You know, I saw Eddie Murphy. I didn't meet him, but I mean, he knew that I was around. I saw him. I saw a lot of other Hollywood stars.
Quick one, in case you're wondering what he's saying, go to his Instagram page. It's one of the pinned posts.
So yes, I think that was a high point for me. I mean, I stayed in Beverly Hills Hotel. That's the closest you can get to. I mean, I saw some actors drive out from their houses from the hotel.
Ooh.
You know, yeah, you know, those things happened, and I think it was really interesting to be. I saw Big Sean. I had a picture with Big Sean. You know, I mean, like, yeah, you know, so
You were stabbed.
so it was exciting. And then, I mean, challenges in Nollywood. I mean, there are challenges in every film industry, but here, I mean, being a filmmaker in Nigeria is an extreme sport. Yeah. You know, against all odds, we're trying to put film out. You know, we have a lot of factors that are fighting and working against us. Electricity, noise pollution, a lot of things. Sometimes, you know, I don't even think our remuneration is where it should be. We're getting there, but it's not there. Now the streamers have left us. Yeah. So it's almost like there are too many things fighting against us. And now a lot of us reluctantly are doing small screen or videos on demand or films on demand. And I'm talking about YouTube. Not to say that we're regretting it, but some of us, that was not really the dream. So we're just trying to make ends meet, basically. And it's a tough job.
I'm actually glad you touched YouTube, because I was going to ask, there's this phenomenon where people say this person is a YouTube actor, this person is a big screen actor. Yeah. Talk to us about that.
So I was one of the first people who started, well, one of the people who didn't think that it was a good thing to talk about, say, oh, I'm a big screen actor, I'm a YouTube actor. I'm an actor. I'm an actor for hire. I'm a working actor. So if you hire me and I like the script, I most probably will shoot it. I most probably will make the film, regardless if it's big screen or small screen. I just like the story. I want to work because I feel like when you don't exercise your acting muscles, it becomes redundant. You know what I mean? So, and some people, would beg to differ, but you have to train. It's like an athlete who is playing every time. Every time you practice, you get better. So I just want to work. And at the time, people didn't really know me. And what I wanted to do was make sure that my work was on every platform, whether it was Africa Magic, Iroko, YouTube, Netflix, Amazon, whatever it was. I just wanted to put out work so that people would see that actually this boy can act, and that's it. That was my own strategy. And I think it kind of panned out for me. I think it kind of worked. But I don't think that there's anything like I'm a cinema actor, I'm a cinema face, because they've called me all sorts. They said I was an Iroko face at some point, I'm an African Magic face at some point, but I feel like I want to be best of every world. I don't want to say both worlds, but I want to be best. I want to be an actor that you put on any stage or in front of any camera, and you're sure that he will pull it off. A lot of people haven't really seen me on stage, and I really want people to experience that as well, but we'll get there.
Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the four! No one fights alone!
I play the character Callistos. Callistos is narcissistic, he's egocentric, and he's delicious.
Just talk to us about being on the four. I know the movie is out in December.
Yeah.
Well, give us a sneak peek. Your character,
my God.
how did you feel when you found out you're going to be on the four?
So every time Auntie Funke calls me, it's always like a blessing, because she doesn't really, she doesn't have the patience for people who don't know how to act. She's a great teacher. But, sometimes because of crunch time and production time, she can't start teaching you how to act on stage or in front of the camera on set. So every time she calls me, and one of the blessings that I had when I was hired for the four was she said to me, I love your work. And for Auntie Funke Akindele to say that to me, I feel like I want to put it on my CV. And I just love it because she's such a prolific filmmaker. She's one of the best to have ever done it in the industry. And it's exciting. The four is about 4 women, basically. I can't let the cat out of the bag, if Auntie Funke will come from my head. But it's about 4 ladies. You'll get to meet them. I mean, already you kind of know them already because some of the teasers and marketing materials are out already. But it's such an exciting film. You guys haven't seen a story like this before. Waje is on it. Choma Chukwuka is on it. Auntie Funke is on it. Bisola is also on it. So everybody. RMD, myself, Latif, Itele. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much for coming on the show. It was a pleasure having you here. Yeah. And to those who want to reach out to you on social media, how do they reach out?
So it's Uzor Arukwe, at Uzor Arukwe on IG, Uzor Arukwe on X. Snap is Uzor Arukwe as well. My team handles my social media. I have no idea in it. But yeah, it's at Uzor Arukwe on IG. At least that much I know. So.
All right, Uzor, thank you so much for spending time with us today. It's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show. And we wish you continued success in all your projects.
Amen.
All right, that's all we can take right now. The show continues until next time. It's your Lady Cap, our Royal Highness. And Uzor is saying bye to you guys.
Bye, guys.
We'll be back.
Thank you. Thank you so much.